Welcome back, everybody, to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. We just got done previewing the track and field U.S. Olympic trials, and now we're going to be talking about softball. So here's the thing. We know that there's a professional softball league, the Women's Professional Fast Pitch. They launched their first official season in June 2023, and they have a total of 4 teams. 3 of those teams are located in Texas. This league has just not gotten much attention, and to be honest, it has not been very successful. However, because of this weak league, Athletes Unlimited created their own professional softball league called the Athletes Unlimited Softball League, or AUSL. Their league will consist of 5 weeks of nonstop action where the teams change weekly and every play is an opportunity to win. So it's different from your normal typical softball league. Off the field, the athletes recruit fellow pros, create league roles, and retain equity in the league. On the field, the top 4 players become new captains each week and draft their teams from scratch for each week's game. So it's also different in the sense that the players have a lot more say in their team. So this league will be launching in 2025. ESPN has signed on as a founding broadcast partner of the AUSL and will carry at least 18 games exclusively on its linear platforms. Okay, I have some pictures to show y'all for this little slideshow kind of thing going on. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so softball legends Jessica Mendoza, Kat Osterman, and Natasha Watley have signed on as advisors to the AUSL, consulting with AU leadership and current athletes on the strategic direction of the new league. They appeared at a press conference at the College Softball World Series in Oklahoma City alongside AU co-founder and CEO John Patrikoff and AU Senior Vice President and Director of Softball Sherry Kemp to officially announce a new venture. The AUSL will become the city-based league beginning in 2026, while the inaugural season in 2025 will be a touring property featuring games in 6 to 8 different cities. The existing AU Pro Softball Championship season will follow the conclusion of the AUSL season and will be named the AUSL Champions Cup beginning in 2025, while continuing to use AU's innovation scoring model to crown an individual champion. Further details about the AUSL, including locations, competitors, schedule, and additional broadcast partners, will be announced at a later date. So Athletes Unlimited launched in 2020 with its first AU Pro Softball Championship season, later adding Pro Women's Lacrosse, Volleyball, and Basketball leagues, as well as AU Pro Softball AUX, and additional 2-week softball seasons. The AUSL marks the latest expansion of Athletes Unlimited presence in softball. AU co-founder Jonathan Soros said, "Athletes Unlimited has been building on the momentum in women's pro sports since our launch 5 years ago. We've been growing steadily in softball, and the AUSL will be our biggest expansion yet to create more opportunities for fans to watch the world's best athletes." Athletes Unlimited and Topps have partnered to create a 2024 Topps Athletes Unlimited Pro Softball set. The set will be released on June 14, 2024, and a limited number of packs will be available, so fans can collect all 62 AU Pro Softball players cards featuring these dynamic photography of the game's biggest stars, including Odyssey, Alexandra, Alyssa Denham, and Sydney Morero. The set will also feature all new and league-inspired parallels and autograph parallels, exciting insert cards, and ultra-rare quad autograph cards featuring an assortment of top-tier 4-player autograph combinations. John Patrikoff said, "With our established infrastructure as well as strong existing sponsorship and broadcast partners and the support of USA Softball, we believe the AUSL is set up for success. As the sport prepares to return to the Olympics in 2028 amid increasing fan interest at the college and professional levels, now is the time to seize on this positive momentum and expand the sport even further." And then Sherry Kemp said, "I'm confident the AUSL will succeed, building off all the efforts made by so many to build and grow the sport to where it is now. The AUSL will benefit from the AU team's 5 years of experience, an established and committed broadcast partner in ESPN, and a unique relationship with the current players that has not been seen before in this sport. These relationships, along with a unified and supportive structure, are what we believe to be the key to success at the professional level." And then a lot of softball and famous athletes spoke about this new league. Kat Osterman, a 3-time Olympic medalist, 4-time All-American, and 6-time professional All-Star, said, "Athletes Unlimited continues to have an open-minded view for what best serves our sport and athletes. AUSL is much needed in our sport as the traditional model is popular amongst fans, but also gives athletes the opportunity to develop and progress within the consistent environment of a season. The AUSL will also help determine who will compete for the newly named AUSL Champions Cup in the current AU format. It's a great moment for our sport and amazing to have an organization like Athletes Unlimited continue to be innovative and serving both athletes and fans. And then lastly, Jessica Mendoza, a 2-time Olympic medalist, 4-time All-American, broadcast analyst, and Athletes Unlimited advisory board member, said, Athletes Unlimited has generated unprecedented national coverage for professional softball by ensuring widespread broadcast distribution for its leagues. I'm confident the AUSL will be the next step in the continued growth of the sport in the U.S. and provide countless opportunities for today's best players both on and off the field. So, Athletes Unlimited selected 5 players from OU and Oklahoma State during its 2024 collegiate draft. OU had 4 players drafted, with infielder Tari Jennings going 3rd, outfielder Jada Coleman 4th, catcher Kenzie Hansen 9th, and pitcher Kelly Maxwell at 12. The Sooners had the most pick in front of UCLA, which had the second most with 2. OSU pitcher Lexi Kilfoyle was the Cowgirls' lone draft pick at number 10. She is the 7th OSU softball player to be drafted by Athletes Unlimited since 2021. Jennings, Coleman, Hansen, and Maxwell, who could not sign with AU until the conclusion of the 2024 season, could join former OU players Alex Storoko, Kalani Ricketts, Haley Lee, Sydney Romero, and Jocelyn Alo, who all signed in 2024. The Athletes Unlimited Softball League is really shaking things up in the world of professional women's sports, and it's about way more than just, hitting home runs and stealing bases. This league is setting a whole new standard for how things can be done, making it a super important and cool development in women's sports. First off, the AUSL is flipping the script by letting players run the show. They get to draft their teams, make the rules, and even own a part of the league. This level of player empowerment is pretty groundbreaking and could seriously change the game, showing other sports that athletes can and maybe should have a say in the business and creative side of things. Then there's the game format itself, which is anything but ordinary, with teams changing up every week and a scoring system that keeps everyone on their toes. The league keeps things super fresh. Fans get to see new matchups and strategies all season long, which is a blast to follow. Plus, it really puts a spotlight on the players' skills and adaptability, making every game an exciting challenge. Having softball legends like Jessica Mendoza and Kat Osterman involved is another huge win. They bring loads of expertise and star power, which not only draws more eyes to the league, but also ensures that the AUSL is top-notch in terms of quality and innovation. Their involvement gives the league a ton of credibility and shows just how serious AUSL is about being a major player in the sports world. And of course, let's not forget about the ESPN deal. Having games broadcasted by a major network is a big deal because it brings women's softball to living rooms all over the country. This kind of exposure is crucial for growing the fans base, snagging more sponsorships, and just generally boosting the profile of women's softball, because as we know, it's not the most popular sport, considering that the Fast Pitch League did not end up going too well. So yeah, the AUSL is a pretty big deal. It's not just changing how we watch softball, it's pushing forward the whole concept of what a sports league can be. For anyone who cares about sports equality or just seeing some awesome innovation in action, the AUSL is definitely something to get excited about. It's more than just a league, it's a potential game changer for how professional sports cater to and celebrate women's athletes. So we're now going to move on to the next segment where we're going to recap the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. Before we get into that, we're going to be taking a very short break. So I will see you guys all very soon.